Hey, China. Okay, let's get into your reading. First of all, disclaimer, I'm a little bit buzzed right now because I woke up this morning hearing that Biden was fucking president. So I'm a little bit buzzed, but honestly, I feel like it doesn't matter because I do readings. I like literally will go like out and like I'll be drunk and I'll be like, what's your birth time? And I'll read some chart. So I don't think this is gonna affect it. When you're a chart right now, I'm gonna bring up some starters just so that I get you knowing the basic like foundation of astrology, so you have like a better understanding. And this is basically what the first video is going to be about, is your like I'm going to go more into depth in the second video, and I want you to ask more clarification, questions, advice, etc. Before I make that one. And it's going to go a lot more in depth with your like past and your future, etc. And I can even pull tarot cards for you as well, depending on the questions that you've asked me. But let's just get into part one. So the first thing that I want to clarify from the jump, right? Okay, so you have in astrology, there's, I don't know why my mouth is sort of right. Ew. So there are four elements, right? So we have water, earth, air, and fire. Okay, so fire and air complement each other. Water and earth complement each other. Water and fire clash. Earth and air clash. Okay, so what's really interesting to me about your chart off the bat is that you are also an Aries moon like me, which explains a lot, because like I like doing readings when I know someone, because I'm like, oh my god, like that's why, like blah blah blah, whatever. But before I get into your moon sign, I want to start off something from the jump. It's something that a lot of people don't know about, and it's called your chart ruler, right? So your chart ruler is going to be the sign that influences every single planet and placement in your chart, is all influenced by the chart ruler. You know what I mean? It kind of self-explains itself. Sorry, I'm a little buzzed, like I said. Chart ruler rules your chart, okay? So the way that you find your chart ruler is you're gonna go to your rising, also known as ascendant sign, and your ascendant is in Cancer, okay? So I'll talk about that a little bit in a second, well, a lot in a second, but let's just get your chart ruler out of the way. So Cancer is ruled by the moon, and your moon is in Aries, okay? So wow, I didn't even think about this. Aries is your chart ruler, so Jesus Christ, okay? This is why, okay, I'll get into this in a second. Aries is influencing your whole chart, okay? Aries is ruled by Mars, okay? So Mars is a planet of war. Aries is also cardinal, which I'll explain in a second as well. But cardinal basically means those are signs that take action, make moves, get what they want, whether it be a relationship, job, project, whatever the case may be. They are going to get what they want, and they take action, they move, they're not lazy, they don't procrastinate, okay? So you have a super cardinal and super it's super cardinal. Your chart is super cardinal, okay? You don't have any fixed. Fixed is the opposite of cardinal, and the mutable is right in between. You are a go-getter. You chase what you want. It makes so much sense as to why you're so successful right now, and what you're doing is because you're someone that when you set your, like, when you want something, whether it be your own relationship, whether it be a career, job, whatever you set your mind to, you are going to go and get. You don't wait for someone to come around to you and offer things to you. You go and chase them. And that's an amazing trait to have, and I wish I was more like that. I'm very fixed. Anyways, so Aries, and also Aries is a fire sign, right? So it's very fiery, self-explanatory. I would say Aries, out of all the signs, have the most anger issues. They're the most outgoing, I would say, out of all the fire signs. But I've also met a few introverted Aries, and then when they tell me they're an Aries, I'm like, that's weird, because Aries are normally super outgoing. But I have met them. They do exist. So if you lean more on that side of things, that would make sense because of the placements, which I'll get into. But like I said, Aries are impulsive. Aries are super hot-tempered. Aries are very fun to be around. They don't take things too seriously. They're not super deep people. However, you have some other placements in your chart that would say otherwise. But that, I just want to give you summaries of like what Aries is. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, right? It's the very first one. Because the whole chart goes from Aries, Taurus, Gemini, fucking Cancer, all the way down, and then it's like Sagittarius, Scorpio, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces is the last, okay? And then Aries is the first, okay? So it's the first sign. It's the go-getter. It makes things happen. It gets what it wants. It's hot-tempered. It's fast, move, let's go. Can't be stuck in one place. Can't be stagnant in a situation. Tend to have commitment issues. Tend to not commit in general to things. Tend to be late to things. Tend to be ADD, etc. So that's like basically the sum of Aries. I'll go more into depth with it in a second, because like I have a lot of Aries in my chart. My mom is an Aries. I have friends that are Aries sun and moon, so I can understand you guys pretty well. So basically, let's get into the sun sign, right? So the sun sign is everyone knows the sun sign because all you need to know is your birthday, okay? So the sun sign, your sun is Capricorn, right? Sun is your personality traits and your characteristics, and your sun is going to be how you come across and how you are around your friends, coworkers, and your family, okay? Like family members, whatever. People that know you are going to see you as mainly your sun sign. Your sun is in Capricorn, and it's an earth sign, okay? So earth signs, it kind of, elements explain themselves. So when you say earth sign, down to earth, rational, logic-based thinking, all right? Very grounded, not balanced, I would say more grounded, think with more reason and ration, okay? More analytical. So that's how all the earth signs are, right? Okay, so yours is in Capricorn, okay? So I know a lot about Capricorns. My ex was a Capricorn. I've dealt with so many Capricorn friends, including you, and so many others. I just attract Capricorns a lot into my life. So I feel like I will be good at explaining this to you. But basically, Capricorns, okay, so these are like the biggest traits, right? They come across, people think that Capricorns, and it pisses me off. And I've been advocating for Capricorns for so long because Capricorns are some of the most fun, like, interesting, intellectual, non-boring people you'll ever meet, but everyone thinks they're boring at first. And it's like, no, Capricorns just don't, they're not going to show you that fun, interesting side of them. I'm not going to talk about interesting subjects with you until they really get to know you and they can open themselves up. Capricorns definitely have trouble opening themselves up to new people. They tend to be introverted at first, and as soon as you open that up, or you open up to them, and they decide that it's okay to open up to you, they're some of the most receptive, interesting, and lively, and hilarious, like literally hilarious, like on the fucking ground laughing people I've ever met in my life, okay? But you're not gonna be like that at first with people, especially with your rising sign, which I'll explain in a second. Also, Capricorns are known for being super hardworking, which explains so much about you. And like, when I see, when I look at whatever you're accomplishing right now, with school and with what you're working towards. Sorry, if I talk like this because I'm been buzzed. But, when I see, like, your post about what you're working towards, like, in law and justice or law and order, oh my God, towards becoming a lawyer, it makes so much sense to me, especially looking at the rest of the placements in your chart. You literally are perfect for this job. Do not fucking doubt yourself, okay? Capricorns have so much self-doubt. They have doubt in themselves more than anything else in the world. Whether you doubted whether or not who is going to become president, or whether you doubt whether or not a conspiracy theory is true, you're going to doubt yourself more than anything. Whether you doubt your relationship is going to work, okay? You doubt yourself. You are so hard on yourself. Take a step back, ground yourself, build some confidence. You have this Aries moon that is so fucking confident, and you have this Aries chart ruler who wants you to be confident and who wants you to be out there, but this Capricorn, they're so self-doubting, and I feel like it frustrates me with Capricorn sometimes because you guys really just, you'll get into these modes where if you don't do something right, or if you're not excelling, say you had a bad day at school or whatever the case may be, you got a bad grade on your exam, you're going to be so fucking hard on yourself, and you're going to come down on yourself probably harder than anyone else in your family. Like, you are the hardest person on yourself ever. And it's so frustrating sometimes to other people around you because it's like, dude, why can't you just see, like, how amazing you are? Why can't you see how smart and intellectual you are? Because pretty much, I've never met a dumb Capricorn in my life, okay? Capricorns, like I said, earth signs are always intellectual. Capricorns and Virgos, they're pretty equal. They're like this on the level of intellect, and then I should say Taurus is a little less intellectual. But yeah, Capricorns are very fucking smart, but they're just so hard on themselves. Capricorns, I'm just gonna explain this now, okay? Sorry if I'm a little all over the place, but I want to explain this to you. Like I said before, Aries is cardinal, right? So Aries takes action, Aries moves, they get what they want. Capricorn is also a cardinal sign, so there are four cardinal signs, one of each element, okay? So Aries, Capricorn, Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and then Cancer, okay? So those are four cardinal, and then you have the four fixed, which are Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio, and then you have the four mutable, which are Virgo, Sagittarius, the Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Gemini. Okay, so anyways, Mutables go with the flow, right? So it's mutual, right? Just like mutual followers on Instagram. Like that's like a stupid analogy, but that's how I would compare it, as like kind of go with whatever comes your way. And if this person comes into your life or this opportunity comes, yeah, maybe I'll do that. Oh wait, this came in, maybe I'll do that. I don't know, but oh, you want to do this tonight? Okay, well I could do that, or I could go to this instead. I don't really care. Whatever is easiest, whatever is most convenient, I don't give a shit. I'm just going with the flow. Whatever job opportunity comes my way, yeah, sure, I'll do that. All right, you're mutual with things. You don't have a very strong opinion on things, right? That's a mutual sign. The only way you are not mutable. You have very few mutable signs. You actually have, to be exact, yeah, you barely have any. I don't see you as being like that a lot at all. And then let's go into fixed signs. So fixed, like I said, opposite of cardinal. Okay, so fixed signs fixate on things. They fixate on problems. They think about things. They dwell on things. They sit on things, procrastinate on things, tend to be lazy, tend to be messy. I'm very fixed. Okay, so we will stay in things for longer than we should because we feel comfortable, etc. Like cardinal, it's like, if this isn't working, I'm out. I'm gone. Like next, you don't put up with that shit, okay? And I really don't see you as being someone to put up with things, really. I don't see you having really, you don't even have, like, you have outer planets that are fixed, but yeah, you don't have any inner fixed planets. So I don't see you as someone to dwell on certain situations. However, Capricorns, okay, a big thing about Capricorns, because you just have another Capricorn placement, that's an inner planets that I need to get over with. Capricorns will dwell on the past a lot and think about the past and, well, you know, it used to be. And so that's a little bit of a fixed sign trait that's interesting because Capricorns are cardinal signs. You're supposed to be go. They can tend to dwell on the past, on past mistakes, and it's always about what they did. I did something in the past. Why did I do that? And they just think and think and think because they're an earth sign. They're so analytical and intellectual that they think a lot about, you know, themselves and their own actions in the past and blah, blah, blah. You're overthinking a lot. Okay, so now that I have that out of the way, Capricorn, like I said, it's cardinal. So, you know, Capricorns are the earth sign that takes action. They're not fucking lazy. They're very hardworking. That's why they're so ambitious. And that's why Capricorns, every single Capricorn, and I've met, trust me, I have met a lot of Capricorns, maybe the most out of every sign I've ever met. Capricorns are really obsessed with money, okay? So you're probably really good at handling your money. You might have a bit of impulsivity, which I'll get into in a second. For you specifically, you might be a little bit impulsive with your money. However, at the end of the day, your money is always going to be good. I think that you have really good luck with money, not just making your own money. I think that you have good luck with making your money and having money, and you're good at, like, you probably have money that comes to you randomly out of nowhere, right? Capricorns are known for being lucky, so like randomly money will just get thrown at you out of nowhere, and you're just like, dude, I didn't even really try to manifest this into my life. It just came at me out of nowhere, and it's like, cool, I have more. But you're constantly accumulating more and more money. You're gonna be a very successful person. Every Capricorn I know is going on this path like this. Like even like, you know, Joanna, she's a cop. Like she became a cop. You take action. You do what you want to do in life. Like my ex, for example, like he has known what he's wanted to do for years. He's known the path that he wants to take. Super hard on himself, super hard working, etc. Anyways, that's just your sun sign, okay? So now let's get into your rising / ascendant sign, which is in Cancer. And I can definitely see you. I'm talking about you. Like whenever I say, like for the most part, when I'm talking about you, I am talking about you specifically because I'm looking at your personal whole chart, which everyone's chart is different, and I'm talking about you. All right, so I just want you to know that this is not a broad general thing. No, I'm talking about you. Chyna, you. So anyways, your rising and / ascendant, same thing, is in Cancer, okay? So your rising sign is how you come across in job interviews, how you come across on your social media accounts, how you come across, like when they haven't met you in person, how you come across to people that don't know you. Say Austin brings over his friend for the first time, how his friend is going to perceive you. It's people's first initial perceptions of you when they don't really know you and haven't seen you being comfortable yet, just their initial interaction with you, basically. And yours is in Cancer, okay? So that's a water sign. Another cardinal sign. Your big three are your rising, sun, and moon. and all of them are cardinal. So girl, and they're all cardinal in different elements. So you are a go-getter. If you want something, you're gonna get it, and no one's gonna stop you. And if someone tries to stop you, better believe they need to stay out of your fucking way, because that Aries is gonna check them real fast, and they're gonna get in the line of fire. Okay, so when you want something, you chase it, and you have this self-doubt in your head that you can't get it, but you can, and you will. And no one is going to stop you. You're a force, okay? You're a force to be reckoned with. I'm looking at your chart, and it's a really strong placement. It's a really good thing. You want strong placements. You don't want passive. I mean, you could, but I have a really strong chart, and so I relate more when you have a really strong chart as well, which you do, which I honestly expected. Let's go more into Cancer rising, okay? So how people perceive you. So Cancers are known to be very nurturing, very motherly. Cancer is ruled by the moon, right? So Aries is ruled by the sun, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it's, the moon is like the mother and the sun is like the father. So like your sun sign will often represent your relationship with your father. Well, it does represent all the time. And your moon will represent your relationship with your mother. You come across as motherly and nurturing. They tend to be more like prude, like not super, like, you know what I mean? Like they're more like you're more conservative. Like you come across as more conservative. I'm not saying like conservative like Trump supporter. I'm saying conservative is like the way that you carry yourself. You're more soft-spoken, okay? You're more composed, you're more quiet, and you're probably going to come across as an introvert. I think that you're an introvert. That's just because I know you. If I were to read your chart, honestly, I don't think I would say you're very introverted. I think that you are, though, just from reading this. Just from knowing you. Sorry, not reading this. Anyways, another thing about Cancers tend to be moody. My brother is a Cancer, Vincent, and he is super moody and prone to depression. Cancers have a lot of depression spells, okay? So he is actually diagnosed with like depressive bipolar. So he'll go into like these really long phases. So Cancers tend to be moody, right? So Cancer is a crab. Cancer is a crab, just like Pisces is a fish and Scorpio is a scorpion, and Taurus is a bull, right? So Cancer is a crabby, you're moody. And I see you, and I'm not even saying this because I know you, I'm saying this looking at your chart actually. There's two types of moody that a Cancer can be. They can be the sad, simpy moody, right? Where they just randomly get into sad moods, start dwelling on the past. Or they can be the irritable, crabby moody, okay? Which is, my brother is both. I see you being the crabby moody, okay? So I see you randomly getting into mood swings where you're very irritable. Everything is fucking annoying you. Whoever is close to you is like, what's your problem? You're like, I don't know. Like, I'm just in a bad mood. So people may see you as being a little bit like, sometimes on your bad days, whatever. Who the fuck cares? This is how people perceive you. They probably see, very caring. Cancers come across as very sweet people. They don't come across as mean. You probably come across as very nice, very shy, not very, you probably come across as pretty shy, very kind, very understanding, very giving, a little bit moody, and a little bit too sensitive, because Cancers are water signs, water, tears, okay? Like we said, earth is down to earth and grounded. Water is emotional, tears, intuitive, right? So you might come across as a little bit sensitive to people, or a little bit emotional or overly emotional. I don't see you being the most emotional person. Just kidding. I just like something else. Never mind. Yeah, you are. Okay. Anyways, people can probably pick up that you're more sensitive and more emotional. However, this is just your rising sign. It's just what people perceive you as, okay? So it doesn't mean that it's like completely applying to you. It's just, like I said. Anyways, so we have the rising sign out of the way, another cardinal sign, and that's a water sign. Your sun is an earth sign. Now we have your moon sign, which is in Aries, and this is the first Aries moon that I have read so far, and I'm excited to do this because I feel you, okay? So I feel like when we were younger, I would see you get mad really easily, and like you probably saw me get mad really easily. We're hotheads, okay? So your moon is how you emotionally respond, and it's your innermost self. So you know how I told you that your rising sign is how people they just met for the first time is how they perceive you, outer people, right? Your outer sort of just people you're meeting for the first time, how they perceive you. Your sun sign is people, your family, friends, coworkers, whatever, relationships around you. But your moon is your innermost self. Your moon is how people that really know you, it's how Austin sees you, okay? This is how people like I don't know which parent or, you know, relative you are closest with, but if you have a relative you're really close with, it's how they know you, and it's how your closest friends know you as. They don't see you as this other shit. They see you as your moon sign. And not only is your moon sign such a strong placement and a very difficult placement, the moon is it's called debilitated in Aries, which means it's like the worst place for Aries to be in, whereas like the moon's best place to be in is Cancer, which means it's exalted. So you have, it's rough being an Aries moon, and trust me, I would know. Anyways, so this is how people that are really close to you are going to see you. Okay, so moon is in Aries. Like I said, Aries is a fire sign. Aries is also another cardinal sign. So your big three, your most important three, are all cardinal. You get things done and you say what you want and you don't care. However, you're only going to be like that with people you're closest with. I don't see you being, Capricorns do not open up to people very easily. Once they do, once you open up to someone, whether it be, like I said, relationship, friendship, whatever, they're going to see your Aries moon. And girl, Aries moons, I mean, I feel like you know me pretty well, and you're also pretty good at reading people because you're Pisces and Mars, what are we gonna do in a second? Okay. Moon in Aries, right? So, like I said before, Aries are very known for being hot-tempered and very impulsive and very fiery, and they're the most fiery out of all the fire signs. Aries, by far, are the most fiery, okay? I feel like Leo comes in second, Sag comes in third. Aries are fiery as fuck because they're a cardinal as well as a fire sign. So they're just go, 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 go. This is how you respond to things emotionally, though. So we're not just talking about how you are in general in life. We're talking about how, like, how you feel towards things, what certain things upset you, okay? So Aries are going to get upset by pretty much anything, and it'll be random, and they won't be mad at it for long. You're not going to fixate on something. You're not a fixed sign. You're the opposite of that. Aries is the opposite. They're cardinal. Cardinal's opposite of fixed. You're going to get super fucking mad, and you're going to say a bunch of crazy shit, and you're going to pull it out of your ass. I see you saying a bunch of shit, and you're not going to say shit that's super, super... Well, you could say mean, fucked up shit, because the Capricorns have a tendency to be mean when they're mad. But you can say mean shit, but it's just coming out of your ass because you're mad in the moment, impulsive, whatever. And I think what you should do if you really struggle still with anger issues, because I definitely do, and the things that I say to people, and like I'll be having a completely fine day, and then someone will just, even someone cutting me off in traffic, and then I'll just be screaming and be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and then I'll be like, and then I've learned, instead of staying mad about whatever a small comment someone made or whatever decided to trigger me that day, I decide, you know, think about it for a second, let yourself be mad for a second, okay? Don't let yourself do anything crazy.